Have you ever wished that you could wave a magic wand and know exactly who to listen to and who to ignore? We all know that customer feedback is crucial. Hey, get out of the building, right? Talk to some potential customers. But that feedback can be a double-edged sword. Connecting with the right high-need early customers can dramatically accelerate your product market fit, but listening to the wrong customers can stall out your growth and even send your project into a death spiral. I've seen that happen way too often to smart, ambitious entrepreneurs, and I don't want this to happen to you. Now, the way to avoid this fate is to find and delight your hot core early customers first. But as we know, that's easier said than done, right? After struggling with this issue for years and trying out lots of different approaches to validating ideas and building engagement, I iterated my way into a system that can quickly and reliably surface exactly the right early customers for any product, game, or service. And today, I'm going to walk you through what I discovered. It's called the SuperFan Funnel. This is an integrated sequence of focused screeners, short interviews, and concept playtests that's designed to help you validate ideas quickly with exactly the right people. Let's walk through the elements of the funnel. First, we have your potential customers. That's the crowd going into the funnel, the people that you're targeting. Then there are your superfans. That's the filtered set of articulate, hot core early customers coming out of the funnel, ready to test out your ideas. And finally, you have your job stories. Those are the design-ready insights from superfans that you can use to shape your product design and drive customer uptake and engagement. Once you have job stories that capture lifestyle and motivational insights about your customers, you've got a key strategic asset that will help you build an engaging product experience. And that filter group of superfans, that's good for more than one-time testing. You can use them over and over to speed up your product discovery and development process in a mutually beneficial way. Let me show you how to find the early customers you need with the SuperFan funnel. Let's get these powerful assets working for you. Start by writing down a clear hypothesis about who your early customers are and what their unmet needs are that you're hoping to meet. This hypothesis will form the basis for your SuperFan screener. That's a 6-question survey that functions as irresistible bait for your hot core customers. You'll start with 3 multiple choice questions that surface your customers' most relevant behaviors and attitudes. Here you're going to want to ask bucketing or filtering questions that are relevant to the area you're exploring. Now next, you'll write 3 open-ended questions that give you insight into how that person taking your survey thinks about their current experience in the space you're exploring. These questions are where your early adopters will start to reveal themselves. You want to follow up on your multiple choice questions, and in your open-ended questions, find out how their day plays out in relation to your area of interest. Find out what tools or apps or products they use that are relevant or competitive to what you want to do. Find out what's working well about their current habits. And most importantly, ask them what could be better or different or more convenient about the activity you're interested in. These questions will give you a great initial filter to learn about your market and start to identify the high-need early customers that are well-suited to helping you succeed. Once you've written your questions, you'll also need to write a recruiting message to pull in the specific type of people you want to speak with. Once you've got that, you can use any survey platform you prefer to run your screener. I prefer Airtable myself, but Google Forms and SurveyMonkey are also excellent and popular choices. I've used them both. Once your screener is written, your outreach message is crafted, and your platform is selected, you're ready to post your screener and start getting data. You're going to want to post on channels where you're most likely to get a strong response from your intended audience. This is going to depend on what kind of product you're building. If you have a relevant mailing list or you're running an existing service, you may be able to just send email to a subset of your list. Now, many of my clients find early testers by posting on Craigslist or a community site like that. That can work well as long as you filter out the professional research subjects. who tend to hang out there and can masquerade as early adopters. Now, sometimes getting your friends and colleagues to share your outreach message can yield effective results. It really depends on what sector you're in and which of your network you ask. If you have some dollars to spend, you can run targeted ads on social media websites and apps that are frequented by your early market. Or you can look at using something like userinterviews.com to survey and find some potent early adopters. Lastly, you might consider posting a recruiting message in private interest groups that you're part of or that perhaps your colleagues are part of. The overall goal here is to recruit leads by going to the places they already hang out. The more focused, the better. Once you get your responses, you're going to greenlight some potential superfans by looking at primarily the open-ended responses in your survey. You'll start to get a sense of which respondents gave the most interesting answers and which ones weren't worth pursuing. I like to use a green, yellow, red filtering system to quickly choose the people to interview. What you can do is focus on greenlighting just a dozen or so respondents, say 10 to 15, people you want to talk to more. Then you'll invite these people to do speed interviews, and the best subjects from that can become your high-value MVP testers. And that's how you get started down the path of listening to exactly the right customers for your product. Those people who'll help you validate your ideas quickly and bring them to life. Next week, I'm going to share part 2 of this 3-part series, and we'll dive deeper into the nuts and bolts of how to write a speed interview script that shows you exactly who the right superfans are in just 5 to 10 minutes. I'll see you in the next video.